Hello, my friends. Hello, and welcome once again to Stately Vaughan Manor, where Roger and I have returned for a kind of public service message this morning, a real quick video. It's not the kind of thing I normally would do, so feel free not to watch if you don't want to. It's a kind of response video, even though I tend not to do response videos, because usually they turn out to be a disaster. But today I'm not responding to any particular video. It's more of a trend I've seen on BookTube, and not just recently, but for a little while, where people go on about BookTube burnout, which is, a thing. It's a real thing. And there are a lot of videos floating around out there about why booktubers quit. And booktubers quit for all kinds of reasons. Usually they don't actually quit. Very often it's just that Roger has hunted them down and murdered them. He gets jealous. He gets jealous of other booktubers. I wish he wouldn't do that, Roger. But he does, sometimes he'll hunt down other booktubers and slowly creep up to their house and then eat them. It happens. Listen, everything in life, there's a risk. It's true. But mostly, BookTube is pretty awesome. And I just thought I would do a video just to remind folks that actually BookTube is pretty great. It's pretty great. And I can understand if you're a booktuber that you might get discouraged by certain things. And if you're thinking about doing a BookTube channel, you might say, well, maybe not, after seeing some negative videos. So, we are here to present the other side, Roger and I. And just remind people how great BookTube is. What a wonderful community of people are in BookTube. And how much fun just making BookTube videos can be. And that's why we do it, most of us, is because it's fun and it's nice to talk about books. Those of us who love books. And a BookTube channel really could be anything you want it to be. You could do a BookTube channel any way you want, and that's one of the reasons it's great, because you have control over your channel. You could do it any way you want. If you just want to make a ton of book hauls, you just want to go to the bookstore every day and buy tons of books and show them off on your channel, you can do that. Or maybe you just want to get books at the library, read them, and talk about those books. You could do that too. You could do it any way you want. You could talk about any kind of book you want. Maybe you're into romantasy, even though tons of people hate it. So what? Who cares what they think? If you like those books, you could read them and you can talk about them. That could be your whole thing. It's all right. It's your channel. You could do whatever you want. And that's what's great about it. And eventually, no matter what you do, some people will start watching and start commenting, and you will develop a community over time. I suspect one of the things that can be discouraging to some booktubers is that they don't get the number of views that they expect or hope for, or they don't get the number of subscribers that they want or hope for. And if you've been doing it a while and that you just aren't getting the numbers that you want, that can, I guess, be discouraging to some people. My advice, if you're interested at all, is not to worry about the numbers. Don't worry about the numbers. Don't worry about how many people are subscribed to your channel. Don't worry about how many views you get right away. Just concentrate on making the videos you want to make, doing it the way you want to do it. Eventually, the audience will show up. Particularly if you become engaged in BookTube and are watching other BookTube channels and are commenting on other BookTube channels, eventually you will gain an audience. When I first started BookTube years ago, I didn't expect anybody at all to watch my channel. I was thinking, on my first video, I was predicting 11 subscribers. But I got more than that. And that was great. I think when I got to about 100 subscribers, I considered myself a success. Not because of the 100 subscribers, but because I was getting people who were watching my videos and commenting on my videos. It wasn't a ton of people, but it doesn't matter. how many people watch your videos, really. It's the fact that there are people watching, and eventually you will get an audience. And you might say, well, that's easy for you to say, Mike. You've got, how many subscribers do I have now? 26,000. But consider this. I've got 26,000 subscribers, I think. Well over 20,000 of them never watch my videos. Ever. Ever. So if you look at it in that light, I'm a tremendous failure. I mean, all those subscribers, none of them watch. I get, on average, anywhere from 1,000 views to maybe at the top end, 3,000 usually. Sometimes more than that, sometimes less than that. But that's around what I get, and that's fine. You know, that's better. That's a lot better than I expected. But really, if I were getting 2 or 3 or 400 views, I'd still be doing the same videos that I do, because this is just the way I want to do my channel. It's not something that I worry about. Granted, this is because I'm not monetized and I don't expect to make any money doing this. That, I think, is one of the things that is frustrating for some booktubers. Is, you know, they want to become monetized, and once you become monetized, it's a lot easier, I think, or a lot more likely that you will worry about the kind of videos that you do. Then you might start to worry about, okay, if I make this kind of video, I'm going to get fewer views than if I make this kind of video. And so I should make this kind of video, even if I really want to make this kind. If you're worried about making money, I could see why that would be something that would concern you or worry you. I would suggest that if you're interested in making money on YouTube, that you don't do BookTube videos, but make videos about virtually anything else. If you make videos about anything else, you will get more views than you will if you were doing BookTube videos. Yes, there are gigantic booktubers out there and large booktubers who do actually make money doing this, but that's pretty rare. That's, you know, that's kind of hitting the lottery kind of thing. It's a rare phenomena. You could make, you know, some extra money, and that's fine. You could monetize. That's up to you. Again, like I say, you could do your channel any way you want. That's one of the great things about it. And you could certainly monetize. Most people do. But if you do, I wouldn't expect to make a ton of dough, you know, and I would resist worrying about, you know, how many people are watching, and if I make this kind of video, which is the kind I want to make, I might not get enough views, not make enough money. I think if you're worrying about that, you've strayed probably in a direction where you might get frustrated and actually get burnt out more easily. All of us, I think, who do this regularly as a hobby, do get burned out occasionally. But the great thing is that you could always just stop for a while, relax, recharge your batteries, and come back. There's no set number of videos you have to make. You don't have to worry about, what is it called? The algorithm? You don't have to worry about that algorithm thing. You know, I've never worried about it a single day in my life that I've been doing this. Why try to figure that thing out? You might make a video that'll get 10,000 views just because it's about whatever, and it's almost just a stroke of luck, you know. And you could do the greatest video ever done and you only get like 50 views. You know, this will happen. And, you know, a lot of those views and subscribers you get are going to be bots anyway. I think we're pretty heavy on the bots, Roger. I think a lot of my videos are viewed by robots, and a lot of my subscribers are probably not real, but that's okay. I do my videos for the people who watch them. Doesn't matter how many people are watching. Whoever does watch and enjoys watching, that's who I'm doing it for. And for me, because I think it's fun. There are always going to be people out there among your viewers who want to tell you what to do. You should be doing this, or you should be doing that. Stop doing so much of this and do more of that. Just do what you want. That's the great thing about BookTube. I've been doing this, what, 4 or 5 years, maybe 5 almost. I can't remember. It's been a while. I've overall had a great time. It hasn't cost me a lot of money, really. I think the only time it costs you money is if you want to invest in good equipment, which we are just too cheap to do. Or if you do a lot of book hauls, that could cost money. But you know what? You're going to spend that money on books anyway, probably. Probably. And if it ends up being too much money you spend on books, just spend less. You can go to the library. There are booktubers out there who are actually great, who go to the library, like Grammaticus. The Great Grammaticus goes to the library, and he's like the best booktuber. So you could do that, and it won't cost you much. You can get books on Project Gutenberg for free and just talk about the books you read on your e-reader. People do that too. You actually don't even have to own a single book. You could just have an e-reader and just talk about the stuff you read. It's the reading that's important. You can do that. You could do whatever you want. That's the great thing. And over time, you will develop an audience. Maybe it's not going to be huge. Maybe it'll never be huge. Maybe it'll just be a small, loyal group of people who watch your channel. You have succeeded. That is success. You win if you've done that. It's like anything on the internet. There are negative aspects. You will get negative comments. You can't avoid that. You could always if people are rude, you could just kind of make them vanish, so that they won't appear on your comments feed anymore. You can do that. But if you compare BookTube to some other places on the internet, and even other YouTube channels, you have a lot less of that to worry about, frankly. It's just tremendous fun. It's a great time. You can develop real friendships by doing this. And that is a great thing. And so I just want to remind people how awesome BookTube is, because it's fantastic, Roger. It's fantastic. Okay, I have to go to work now, and I need to drink coffee. So I will catch you next time when I actually do a video about books, which will probably be in a day or two. Okay, guys, I will see you then.